like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you or upon you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious beliefs may be. It doesn't even matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're the proclaimed weakest to the proclaimed toughest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you're my family, friends, or my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me, my YouTube videos. It doesn't matter if you give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Doesn't matter if you're light-skinned or dark-skinned. I greet all of you all with the same universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Today happened to be Saturday, February the 22nd, 2020, the year of the vision. 2020 is a perfect vision. Look at that phone number right there, 683-2020. Ain't that something? I'm in front of the Charleston, Missouri, across the street from the Charleston, Missouri Police Department here on North Main Street in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. Right next to it is the Mississippi County Courthouse. I call it the Unjust Center for people of color, especially blacks. Today, what I want to show y'all how some, not all, of these police officers here in the Charleston, Missouri Police Department operate when it comes to a black making a complaint about a white, or a black that's not a sellout, or a black that's not afraid to stand up against other blacks that other blacks attack. I want to show you how the police take up for individuals like thugs out in the streets, black thugs out in the streets, trying to start chaos with decent citizens, black citizens in the black community. I just want to show you something. Now, on February the 13th, 2020, I told y'all I made several videos about a white female at the Family Dollar on South Main Street, 601. That's what the police put, 609. 601 South Main Street, the Family Dollar, store number 9411, with a white female by the name of Teresa Danielle Carr, that's C-A-R-R. She's not a supervisor. She's not a manager. And she accused my young 13-year-old daughter of being a female that had been coming in and out of the Family Dollar store that I just mentioned with her mother stealing. Now, I ain't going to go into the whole story, but I want you all to look at my other videos when it's saying Raymond Lewis Ivy, my two daughters and I versus the Charleston, Missouri Police Department and the Family Dollar store. And look at all the things that I mentioned concerning the discrimination at the Family Dollar store here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County at 601 South Main Street on the corner of Main and Vine. But now I called, my daughters and them told me what happened. I called the police. Teresa didn't call it. If my daughter was one of the ones that coming in and out and stealing, I'm sure she would have called the police and told her this little child is barred out of here. Her and her mother be coming in here stealing a lot. That was the police said, trying to clear up. I'm going to show you how wicked he is. Let me show you his name first. Let me see if I can get his name real clear here. You see his badge number, 228. Austin Henson, his supervisor that I was been telling y'all about. His badge number is 200. Robert Bobby Hearns, the chief of police. You see, when I picked this up on the 18th, the incident happened on the 13th. But now, Austin Henson and Sergeant Percy Owens was the responding Charleston, Missouri law enforcement officials. My daughters and them had left the store because they felt that they was verbally insulted, they was embarrassed, they was falsely accused. Now, my daughter gave the phone to Sergeant Percy Owens and told him that my dad wants to talk to you. Sergeant Owens tried to give it to Austin, but my daughter told him that I wanted to talk to him. Now, Percy Owens, as he was listening to me, he asked my daughter to put it on speaker. So when he put it on speaker, Austin Henson, my daughter, both of my daughters, and Percy Owens can hear what I was saying. I told him everything that happened. But you see, Officer Henson, this what he put. Ivy stated that his daughter had been verbally assaulted while they were at the Family Dollar across the street He stated that he had contacted the corporate office and informed them that an employee had asked his youngest daughter if that was a wig on her head. Then stated that she was barred from the store and asked it about her mother. Ivy then stated that he wanted to have his daughters point out which employee it was. Now I'm trying to make a video out of all places. Here's this lady come park right next door to me. But ain't right across him, but I ain't gonna even worry about it. Satan always try to disturb. Out of all the places. She ain't even going nowhere in this area. Okay, now it says, myself and Sergeant Owens then traveled to 609 South Main Street, Family Dollar, which we know that's not the address, it's 601. When we arrived, Q, N, I, my older daughter, and B, I pointed out a white female. She was identified as Teresa Danielle Carr, C-A-R-R. Now, listen to this here. Now, all I asked them to do was get the name of the person. Sergeant Percy Owens did his job, the black individual. But here is Austin tried to go beyond his. He said, Carr told us that she had a mom and a daughter come into the store and steal a lot. She thought one of the girls was the daughter. She asked if she was supposed to be in the store, and the girl did not respond. She then asked it again, something to the nature of, you with the wig, are you the girl that is not? Let me get the rest of this here. Supposed to be in here. Both girls told her they did not have a mother. One of the two girls then began to cuss at Carr. The two girls left before Carr was able to get a photo to make a positive identification. After speaking with Carr and the juveniles involved, there was no crime had been committed. Carr was simply doing her job as an employee of Family Dollar. Now, listen to that. She was simply doing her job. Now, he said that Carr said my two daughters left the store before she can make a positive identification. If she left the store and what she said was true about my daughter coming in and out with her mother stealing a lot, then the officer should have been called and said that it's a person in here that don't supposed to be in here. But that wasn't done because Austin lied for this white female. Percy Owens didn't say that he talked to my daughter. If he did, I'd like to see it in paper. Austin Henson heard what I told him, and he didn't put in there what I told him. Now, at the same time, if you going this far to get all this information from Teresa Carr, who didn't call y'all, why didn't you go back in the back with Teresa Carr and let her show you the photo of my daughter and her mother in there stealing? Or better yet, why didn't you let her go in the back with you to go show you the video of my daughter and her mother stealing? You didn't because you couldn't find it. Let me tell y'all something about what a Supreme Court ruled in 1961 on a case of Dolly Mapp, a black woman, versus the state of Ohio. She had to go all the way to the United States Supreme Court, and they voted 6-3 in her favor, showing the lower court, the district court, the police department, the state's attorney, and all of them violated their rights. They said in the case of Dolly Mapp versus the state of Ohio in the United States Supreme Court in 1961. Let me see where it go. There is no war between the Constitution and common sense. Nothing can destroy a government more quickly than its failure to observe its own laws. See, if Austin Henson was going by the law and he went that far and I didn't even ask him to get any information from her, all I asked him to do, which his sergeant did, but just go to show you how some white people just go over their superiors, like Austin. Percy called me back from the police station and let me know, Raymond, I did what you asked. I got her name, and he gave me her name. Austin Henson didn't do that. Now, let me show you another thing Austin Henson didn't do. Austin Henson, if my daughter's name had left out before she could identify him, why didn't he go back there with her to get the picture? Let me show you another thing. Austin Henson, it was a manager in there by the name of Tammy. Tammy is a manager over Teresa. Why didn't Austin talk to Tammy? Tammy would have told him, my daughters is not barred out of there. Matter of fact, Tammy apologized to me later because I was told to go up there after they put Teresa out for a little while. And I went up there, me and my daughters, on the 13th of February that night and introduced myself to Tammy, the manager, the white manager, who apologized to me and my daughters for the conduct of Teresa. Danielle Clark said that we wasn't barred. They wasn't barred out of there. They don't have a picture, nor do they have on camera stealing with her mother, because now she know that my children don't have a mother. They have a female that gave birth to her. A mother love and protect their children. Their mother didn't. Their mother do the same thing that Officer Henson and Bobby Hearns do. Bobby Hearns cover up when these white police or unjust police do wrong to blacks. They cover it up. But they don't like when I stand up. Everything I'm saying is fact. Show a report where Officer Henson asked this lady to show her the photo. Because, see, they should have took my daughter to jail since she coming in and out of there with her mother stealing because she barred out of there. Why didn't the manager? Why didn't nobody else? Why didn't the manager's manager or nobody else have any clue on why Teresa did what she did? Corporate still letting her work today. She's here today. She's there today. She was the first one there this morning. But let me just tell y'all this here. This police station here, it's not all of them, but it's full of corruption. As long as Robert Hearns is still chief and this mayor and this city, I think, what is he, the city administrator, as long as some of these same people is in this courtroom, running this courtroom, as long as we still have these same NAACP so-called leaders, blacks gonna continue to be misused. But not Raymond Lewis Ivy children's. Now y'all look at them facts. Peace be still.